Justin, how did your ankle hold up well throughout the game today? We saw you limping a couple different times there.
Yeah, I thought it held up well. It took a couple hits, but for the most part, the integrity felt pretty good. So glad to make it through that one.
What did you think of the offense today? It seemed like that first drive, you guys were rolling, and then things kind of stopped there. Did you notice a difference there? What kind of happened?
I just have to execute on third down. You got to score in the red zone, and those penalties really hurt us. So it's an accumulation of those things, and if we're able to prevent those or limit those from happening, it's what you saw in the first drive.
And since you've been here, it seems like you guys are you guys are in these close games, and somehow you guys end up on the wrong side of these one score games. Is that frustrating for you at this point, like to have another one score loss?
I think there have been plenty of games, whether they're wins or losses, where they've been close games. That's the NFL, and so we're ready for that. And we fell short today. There's plenty of times where we can turn on the tape and see us come away with one or go score. And so we have to stay patient, understand that we got the right guys out there. We didn't execute, didn't go our way today, and that's not going to stop us going forward next week, 2 weeks, whenever it is. That's just the way the NFL is.
Justin, how challenging was the pressure today?
It's tough. Kind of like we said during the week, they do a good job of getting after the passer. We expected that, we knew that, and I thought we were prepared for it. I got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker with answers. I thought the offensive line did a great job stepping up and blocking and doing everything they needed to do. But it's definitely on us to be better at that.
Justin, on the broadcast at the end of the third quarter, sometimes they show like a bunch of highlights and stuff. They showed a clip of you kind of slamming your helmet into the bench. I was wondering if you remember that and what might have triggered that.
I wouldn't consider that a highlight.
Or a clip. Clips.
Just the NFL. It's part of the game. Emotion.
Do you remember what play, or was there anything in particular that set that off?
I do not.
All the moved pieces, new pieces on the offensive line, do you think that some of the pre-snap penalties, the penalties on offense, you can attribute some of that to just new pieces being in there up front?
Yeah, I feel like that would be the easy answer, but I think we've repped it, we've worked it all week. I think it's just one of those things where we got to stay patient, we got to hold our water and understand that, the cadence, we have to use that as a weapon. This front seven that we were going against, we felt like it was important to be able to hold them off, whether switching up the cadence, different cadences. Unfortunately, we had too many penalties with that.
So you feel like the cadence, what you were doing with the cadence might have impacted as far as the pre-snap penalties?
Yeah, I think it's just on us to lock in, to listen to the cadence and understand that we've repped these, we've practiced them. I can do a better job of communicating them, especially at the line of scrimmage. So I think it's on all of us.
Did you feel like you were able to unlock anything with Ladd today? He had some good momentum early on.
Yeah, I thought he stepped up big time today. He made a bunch of big plays, and he's one of those guys that we trust, especially if it's third down, first and second, you're looking to get him the ball. As soon as he catches it, something good is going to happen. And so the more times we can get him the ball, the better our offense will be.
The first quarter was so good. After that, it kind of dried up a little bit. Did they do something different, take away some things, or was it just the game plan change, or just flow of the game?
No, I think it's just on us. It's executing on third down or fourth down if we're going for it. It's converting in the red zone and making sure that we're pushing the ball. Limiting those penalties like I talked about. And if you could put that together, that's the offense that we want to play.
Justin, if there was one play that you could have over, what play would it be?
I would have to take a look at the film. I think everything happens so fast, and you move on from play to play that you don't sit back and dwell. That's for tomorrow. That's when we watch the film tomorrow and look at it and be critical about it. But it's on us to be able to convert third down. So any third down that we didn't convert, fourth down, those are the plays that we'd love to have back.
Justin, what specifically about the Kansas City defense kind of challenges you guys the most?
They're a really well-coached team. We got a lot of respect for them, and they've got a lot of guys on that side of the ball that fly around. So it's on us to be able to handle their front seven, push the ball downfield, and keep running the ball.
Justin, we've seen you face pressure like this in a game before, and when your ankle's healthy, you've been able to escape and create. How much more difficult is it when you face a game like this where you guys are backed up, you're behind the sticks, you're facing pressure, and you don't have that outlet that you usually have to escape, or maybe it's not at the level that you're typically used to?
Yeah, I think that's the important part where check downs and where your hot answers come in. If they are pressuring you, getting to the right protection, making sure that we're blocked up. And if that's not possible, it's finding your easy outs. It's the guys that are out in the flat that they're not covering, that they're not, immediately pressed on. And so, I thought we had a good game plan. Working with the quarterbacks, talking with those guys, especially the game plan. I felt comfortable going into it. But it's just something that we can always be better at.
The fourth down in the red zone, what do you remember about that play? What were you seeing and what kind of went wrong there?
We unfortunately didn't convert.
Just a dumb question, but why is it important for you to play today despite the ankle not being hurt?
I owe it to those guys in that locker room. I know that everyone else in that locker room would do it as well. Everyone's not feeling great. It's the NFL. It's a brutal game. But I know that I left everything I had out there. I felt comfortable. Our communication with the training staff has been great all week. But I know that all those guys in the locker room would do the same thing.
Did you have more protection on the ankle than you did?
I did. I did. I wore a brace underneath it.
And did that help you think?
Yeah, I felt I felt much more secure, stable. Obviously, it was a little more bulky, but I thought we did a good job protecting it.
Was there one reason in particular why the offense was not clicking today?
I think it starts on third down, converting on third down, and limiting those penalties especially.